And if I'm too slow the opposite way here, then obviously he's connected, or I'm not at a point where I can connect. So it's important that when we do the punching, that if we're unsure of ourselves with the block, that we're not in a rush to just go into what we're doing. I know it's probably not an ego thing, but if it's your turn to do it, he comes in, and you don't feel comfortable, and you miss, by all means, just say, okay, thanks, let him go to the back, and let the next person come in, or let him punch again. But it's important that your defense works, not what you're going to do next. Is that understood? It's a stupid thing to say, almost like I shouldn't have to say it, but I see it in class, so sometimes I have to reiterate things. And I'm not always talking to the other people, oh, I don't know, you're talking to me. So I don't address people with faults, I just say it to the class. So when he comes in, make sure that you're aware, and if your partner trying to help you stop short like this, it's actually not helping, because the timing is wrong. And if he straightens his arm there, he couldn't hurt me anyway. So if it was me doing the punch, even if he doesn't block and we go really slow, and I go, and I just tell him, if I go on a straight line here, when I connect here, my arm is bent, and I've hit the object. So if he doesn't block, it's where the punch would be, and the correct, where I'm standing in relation to him, for him to do the technique is correct. It's not sort of this, where I'm actually too far and he's got to move into me. If I was trying to hit, just move the head slightly to the left. When I throw my punch, if I was trying to hit him, not us, obviously martial artists wouldn't, but in general, people overcommit and they throw themselves in because they think it makes the punch more powerful. They don't sort of do this like martial artists do and stop the technique. So sometimes when we're doing defences, I want him to come through because I might be taking him that way. But if you try to help the partner and do this, so you stop, you're actually hindering technique. So, I mean, mix it up. Don't always do the same thing, but don't always just stop. So the punch comes in, what I want you to do, I want you to come straight for the jaw, or I want you to aim for my hand. Go. So that's much easier for me to block. I'm not asking him to make it easier, it's actually making it harder because he's trying to hit me, but it's easier for me to do the defense. So he comes in, one, as he goes through here, this hand's going to drop over the top, and I'm going to break. It deflects more than blocks because he's coming through. As he comes through, I simply, because it could be a t-shirt, so I haven't got clothing to grab, or it could be sweaty, or it could be raining, so I don't want to rely on contact. I'm simply going to drop this over to create a barrier so it can't go anywhere, and then I'm going to pull this way. As I hit, I'm not even going to use my hand in case he's much stronger than me. I'm going to use my forearm, I'm going to break. Once I've broke this, the hand that breaks comes over the top and replaces the hand that's trapped, if you like, here. And then as it does, remember this is probably broken, if not certainly very sore. And we all know if something's sore, we pull in. So we might, if I haven't broke it, you'll probably want to pull it in like this. But if you hit that hard enough, it's going to break. So here, replace, and as this hand comes off, it doesn't just disappear. It simply goes behind the hand here, and I'm going to lift. And it doesn't matter how strong I think I am, I want to use this other hand to reinforce, because I don't want to have it, if it's not broke and he's trying to pull it in, I don't want to be trying to pull it back. So I'm going to use this as an enforcer. This one's pulling, this one's pushing, so I've got full control here, or as much control as I can have, depending on the situation, to be able to control this arm. So again, 1, 2, 3, this way. Break, change, and lift and push. As soon as this starts to come up, all I'm going to do is remove my front foot by stepping backwards, because I'm facing this way, but I've done this. I'm going to retrieve straight, it won't necessarily force you to dump out. It's difficult. And if it's in too tight, it's too difficult. And while I'm trying to get it, of course, I'd expect nothing less than that punch. Even if I've broken this. 1, 2, and as I go back, I'm using the momentum of my stepping. So don't go 1 and 2, so you keep stopping yourself. Try to have a flow and be more dull. 1, 2, and then go. So if we try that in one action. 1, 2, 3, so it goes down this way. Notice how we're not here like we normally are. We're actually outside of the zone. So there's very little we can do if we haven't hurt him. He can pull that away quite, he's strong, stronger than I am in this position to pull that away. So once I let him down here, he pulls that in, don't try and keep hold of it. So he pulls you to a punch. If somehow it gets away from you, let it get away, kick him and run. But don't let him pull you down. Again, I know silly things to say, but just something to be aware of. So as he goes down here, what I'm going to do, providing he hasn't tried to pull me, I'm going to move it out the way, dependent on where I am by the time he's landed. I'm going to move this out the way, and my back foot, I'm going to pull my toes back. You probably have shoes on, but for class, you're pulling your toes back to expose the pad. And bang, and you're coming in to the ribs, bang. Or you can pull it up to expose the kidney and come underneath and hit it this way. Again, just stunners. Once you've hit, this must be not quick, but consistent. A 1, 2, 3 action. Even slowly, but consecutively, not stopping. 1, 2, bop, bop,